Hello and welcome to Angel's Wisdom with Jane Francis. This is going to be a different reading. We're going to use this mat and choose from some charms and some tarot charms to get some messages for you. First thing I want to do is roll some dice, and the white dice is going to bring us an angel message. The pink dice is going to bring us a numerology message for you. Let's see what we get. Okay, so the angels are saying the energy I should embody. And they are inviting you to embody the energy of abundance and prosperity. That they want you to know that your prayers are being heard and are being answered. And they want you to focus on the joy of what you are creating. Know that as you focus on the joy and feel the energy of that joy and feel the energy of that as if you are already living it, that your prayer is being answered and that is exactly what is possible. Okay, and then it's, how can I increase my self-love? And for that, we're going to use the numerology information. And 9 is all about gaining that sense of satisfaction, of knowing that you have accomplished something. So how you can increase your self-love is to know that you have done so much since you have come to this earth. You have already done a huge amount of work on yourself. You have already learned how to love yourself in some ways, and that it is time to keep gathering that energy and to keep acknowledging how much you have already accomplished, and know that you are integrating that as you move forward. That is what the number 9 focuses on. It focuses on the idea of gathering energy from past lessons and integrating it, and knowing that you can do that and that you can love yourself more and more. 9 is also all about the ability to influence your circumstances. So when we look at 9 as the opportunity to influence your circumstances, this reminds you that you can increase your self-love by choosing to love yourself more each and every day. One of the ways to do that is, and I've mentioned it before in several videos, is to do some Louise Hay work. You can find it on YouTube, and it's called Louise Hay Mirror Work. And that is simply to gaze into a mirror, gaze into your very own eyes. Just give yourself a moment to look deeply into your own eyes. And then affirm, I love you. And say it with all the heartfelt warmth and love, and allow that to keep building. Say it again and again as you look deeply into your own eyes, and affirm that. Okay, let's get a couple of, sorry, that's kind of noisy. These are a couple tarot cards, and I've picked 3, and let's see where they land. Upside down, no less. How can I have better relationships? And this is interesting because this is it's known as the death card or the release card. And one way you can have better relationships is to make sure that you are letting go of relationships that no longer serve you, letting go of relationships that are toxic for you. And that is a way to improve all your relationships, because when you affirm that you have self-love, when you affirm that I am worthy of wonderful relationships, I am worthy of great relationships, supportive relationships, relationships that bless me, that is increasing your self-love. So one way to increase your self-love is to release toxic relationships. Okay, how can I feel complete? All right, and here we have the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is a message that things are moving fast in this world. So as things are moving fast, as days seem to be flying by, how you can feel complete is to, at the end of the day, focus on gratitude. Focus on that feeling of that sense of accomplishment, and focus on what you are happy about, what you are proud of yourself about. Focus on your self-love, and that will help you feel more complete. Instead of going over a list of what I didn't get done today and what do I have to move to my calendar for tomorrow, focus instead on gratitude for the things that went right that day. Focus on the things that you did accomplish, and give yourself a big pat on the back. And as you do that, you will begin to feel a greater sense of self-love, a greater sense of pride, and a sense of accomplishment. Okay, something I don't understand. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Coins, also known as the 10 of Earth. That's kind of an interesting thing. I'm going to get a clarifier for that, because something you don't understand would be that feeling of that sense of family legacy. Okay, so maybe you do not know what your family legacy is. And the clarifier I'm getting is a leaf. Okay, and so something you don't understand is what your family legacy is, and this is a reminder to turn over a new leaf. It's important to do some ancestral healing. It's important to focus back on family patterns that have been challenging. Family patterns that have been challenging your family for forever. Is that you notice back through generations. If there has been a feeling of a lack of abundance through the generations, if there has been a feeling of an inordinate amount of anxiety or fear back through the ages, if there has been an ancestral pattern that has been going on for some time, if there has been a feeling of a sense of oppression, or whatever the pattern is, it's turn over a new leaf. And the number is 71. And the number 7 is do some inner awareness, do some self-processing, kind of tune into that, and then create a new beginning, create a new thought about these patterns. Do some forgiveness work. And a wonderful practice would be Ho'oponopono, and you can Google that or look that up on YouTube, and they will have a process for you to use to do that. And do some forgiveness for yourself and for the generations that came before you. And then what happens is you tune in to the 8 energy, because you add the 7 and the 1 together and you get an 8. That will help you create movement and growth and power and unending flow. But in addition, 8s represent repetition and cycles, and we are choosing a new beginning to a cycle. We are choosing a new cycle to start, a cycle free from the limitations that have been with your ancestors for some time. So let's focus on this as the number 10, a new beginning by divine design. You do not understand sometimes where some patterns came from or how they began. And guess what? It doesn't matter. It really, truly does not matter. What's important is that it stops with you. It shifts with you. If you have been in a pattern of poverty through generations, you can affirm that this stops with you, and you want to shift the consciousness that created that, and you want to change your own consciousness and do some work around healing that belief or that thought that you do not deserve it. Okay, let's get a couple of charms and see what else we want to get about today. Well, about this week or about this month, or what you need to focus on. We're getting a couple. Let's see. This one here, laugh, and the angel wing, the star and the angel wing. Your guidance, your angel's guidance is for you to spend some time laughing. And we have the donkey here. Usually I don't want to focus on ones outside the boundaries, but I put the words out here. And so the donkey landed on universe. And here's what it says under donkey. Volunteer and give your time and physical energy to a service organization that's compatible with your philosophy and beliefs. Listen to and respect your intuition, particularly when it comes to doing something that has potential risk. Take your time and proceed cautiously and slowly, but keep on moving ahead, pausing only to determine the best direction to go toward your destination. The more you express and honor your inner truth, the more recognition and acknowledgement you'll receive. And I believe that that is recognition and acknowledgement from the universe. And that comes through not only through your angels, but through people that are in your life. So you are being advised to move into that state of service. Now, energy that you should embody, we have the dolphin here, and that is playful energy. That is joyful, playful energy. And also it is the ability to communicate beautifully and well. Okay, what you should try. Here we have the castles in the air. What you should try is imagining your life exactly the way you would like it to be. And by doing that, I don't mean pick circumstances that you want. What I want you to imagine is how you want to feel in the future. How do you want to feel when your dream comes true? What is your dream feeling? Is it inner peace? Is it joy in relationships? Is it connection? What is it? When you feel connected, how do you feel? How does that feel? When you feel prosperous, how does that feel? How does it feel to have an abundance of exactly what you need? So that's what you're going to try, is imagining your castles in the air, imagining exactly how you love your life and how it is showing up for you exactly how you like it. Message about your career. We have the ice cream here actually in the message about the career, even though the cone was in there, how you can increase your abundance. So one of the ways to increase your abundance is through your career, because they were connected. And that is to find joy and sweetness in your career and to really focus on that, to find the sweet points of your chosen profession or your chosen job, and know that that sweetness is what will help increase your abundance. The more you focus on what you love about what you're doing, the more that will increase. Okay, and down here, this is the moon. We have the moon. The sun is on the other side. It says, something I'm avoiding. Okay, one of the things you might be avoiding is paying attention to the moon cycles. January 11th, we just had the new moon. That was the perfect time to set intentions. New moons are always the perfect time to set intentions for what you would like to create and manifest in the next 6 months' time. And so, have you been avoiding using this cycle as a way to help you manifest? If you work with the universe and you work with the energies that exist here on Earth, that makes things so much more smooth. Okay, so pay attention to what the moon is showing you and helping you with. Message about my friendships. Okay, and we have the deer here. And the deer invites us to be very gentle. To be gentle with our relationships, to be gentle about how we think about people, to be gentle with ourselves about how we are showing up as a friend. You are being invited to that state of gentleness. I also looked up deer, and it says, you've been involved in some aggressive, negative circumstances and need to seek out safe, nurturing situations and people. More than ever, you need to trust your gut instinct. You're poised for an exciting adventure, one that will take you down many different paths and lead to many important insights. Be gentle with yourself and others. Okay, so the message about your relationships is to be gentle. Now here, where we had, how can I have better relationships? We were invited to release relationships that were toxic or non-supportive. But we can do that gently and with love. It is always better not to do that in anger, but to do that in that energy of self-love, that it is loving for me to gently release and let go of relationships that no longer bless me or help support me. And then last but not least, we have down here on relationships, we're getting a lot about relationships. We have Aries. And the word on Aries is courageous. We have the information that you need to be courageous about your relationships. You need to be courageous and learn to gently and lovingly speak up for yourself, because that's about self-love, and gently and lovingly release relationships that are not supportive of you. Thank you, Aries, for reminding us to be courageous in our relationships. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this new kind of reading that I was doing. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. And if you like this, share it with a friend. Perhaps there's a message in here for your friend. I expect to put up a new reading every Sunday morning. So tune in on Sunday mornings to my channel, Angel's Wisdom with Jane Francis, to see what's new and exciting that the angels are bringing through to you. Have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye for now.